Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So, about 2 weeks ago I put up a video just letting you know that I had actually got a different firearm than I had initially started with. The whole point of this channel, if you watch some of my past videos, is to help new gun owners maybe learn from some of the decisions that maybe I've made, as a lot of people do as well, that you may wish now that you'd done differently. So to give you some pointers on some things that may help you save some money and save some time in the long run. So, my initial video, I had a different firearm, which I actually really liked, but I actually purchased, this is my H&K VP9. This gun works better for me than my initial purpose. And, part of the point for this video today is a lot of you out there have recently purchased your new firearm. There's been a lot of I guess, kind of panic buying, and people are buying just whatever they can get their hands on. And I've got a feeling that once they shoot that, they're going to be glad they bought something to keep themselves safe with. But there's going to be some things that they're going to wish they had done differently. So I'm going to do a review of this video and cover some of those points that I'm talking about. So again, hopefully it saves you guys some money. A few tips that I wish I would have known. All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay guys, so here is the case that my H&K VP9 came in. Just wanted to show you that. Nice case, it protects the gun. The case isn't the be-all end-all of what's inside is what's most important though. So let's open this up. But I will tell you, it's kind of nice to have a gun that didn't come in a cardboard box for once. So let's get this open. So in it comes, I've got the original owner's manual. Always encouraging to see this. But the nuts and bolts of the gun itself, let's turn this around so it's the right camera angle for you. I'm shooting upside down, so bear with me if I get a few things kind of wonky, but you get the gun itself, an extra magazine, you got your loader. This system I'll get into a little more in depth though. So with this particular gun, one of the reasons I really sought one of these out is, if you watched my videos before, I started off with a different firearm, which I really enjoyed, but through shooting it, I learned some things about it that I wish were different. And so I had the chance recently to, basically upgrade, which upgrades are always a good thing. If I wasn't a left-hander, I would probably still have that gun. So to the manufacturer of that gun, don't take offense. It just wasn't for me. But this is my H&K VP9. So let's clear it. Magazine's out. And sorry, camera angle here, but I'm filming upside down so you guys can see it the right way. But it is clear. So let's go ahead and close the slide. And I'm going to get the box out of the way. Let me get all this stuff out here. So magazine, the loader, the strap system, which is really what I want to focus on. Let's just get that. It'll live light over here. So with the gun itself, kind of get into the controls. So this gun is fully ambidextrous, which I didn't have before. And as a lefty, I kind of appreciate that. So you've got, so these are the controls that I operate with my left thumb, which here is your slide release, which is extended. It's nice and low profile too, so it doesn't get in the way. This is a European style paddle release, so let's put the magazine back in. And some people love these, which I do. Some people don't. Some people would rather have the American style mag release, but with this, if it's time to change, and again, I'm upside down here, but use your trigger finger, pop it out, and it's a positive ejection. You've also got your blade safety on your trigger here. And if you flip it over, all the same controls. The slide release looks just slightly different on this side. This is if you're right-handed. This is how you operate it. Again, you got your paddle release down here, and then your blade safety on the trigger. This control here, I'll get into in a little bit. This is how you break it down compared to, like my Ruger, I had a pin you had to pull all the way out. This works a little different, or like a Glock style, there's a little nub on each side, you push it down. This is what I want to focus on, though. If you watched, a couple of my original videos, I had actually talked about when you're looking for a firearm, to find one that A, fits your hand and feels comfortable, but B, allows you to run all the controls without breaking your grip. So I can now release the slide. Let's lock this back. Camera angles again. So if I need to release the slide, I can do so. I don't have to break my grip to do it. If I want to reach the paddle release, it's right here. So for me, this gun fits really well. Part of the system that allows this gun to fit so well, though, is what are these pieces here? So a lot of guns come with like a reversible backstrap or maybe a different size backstrap too. You can adjust the feel of the grip in your hand. H&K goes a little further. It comes with 3 different backstraps, but it also comes with 3 different sizes of side panel. And let me get the pin out of here. So there's a pin here. You just use a little punch and you push the pin out. So if you own guns, probably a good idea to get yourself a punch set. So to adjust this, you slide the backstrap back, and then these panels just slide straight out. So you can kind of see the system on here that allows you to change these out. So what I'm here to tell you is, guys, if you can't get this gun to feel comfortable and be able to be easy to control, I don't know of much else on the market that you're going to like. This allows you to make this fit your hand, no pun intended, not to be a cliche, but this will fit like a glove. You might have to do some experimentation though. So the reason I say that is my initial range trip with this, I played with it at home as in the store, and the configuration that I thought was going to be comfortable. And then, so these are marked left, right, S for small, M for medium, L for large. Initially, what I thought what I was really going to like was the small side straps, or side panels I should say. And then also, I had installed the small backstrap. And it felt, and it still does feel good when you're holding it. What I noticed out at the range, and hopefully I can illustrate this, is it feels good, but when I was shooting it, it was kind of doing this. And what I noticed is it doesn't really lock back in here with this configuration in my hand in particular. So I've got a pretty good grip on this. And if I go upward pressure, it tends to pivot a bit. Not a whole much. But let's take this out and let's put the configuration in that I discovered that I like much better, that fits my hand best. Which is the large side panels, but the medium backstrap. And I'm not gonna lie, I played around with this for probably a good 30-45 minutes just to see what combination I really liked. I'm gonna put the pin back in just because I don't want to forget to do it later. Push it in, and then finish it up with your punch to get it all the way in. Now, when I hold this, this becomes an extension of my arm, and I tell you, it just feels like it's locked back here. That same grip, like, I can't hardly push this up, and I'm not exaggerating this to make a point on camera. This configuration locks into my hand. It is so much more steady than this one. The next range trip I took out with this configuration was much more enjoyable. So this gun, guys, it just offers, honestly, I can't think of anything else on the market that offers this level of customization unless you go to like a boutique gun manufacturer. Off the shelf, this thing, I can't, personally, and some of you may have a different opinion, but personally, I can't find a gun that I like the feel of best. And I compared this against the Walther PPQ that has a similar system, but not the side panels. ultimately I went with this. There's just a few things you get when you spend a little bit more money. Although I didn't have to spend a lot more money, because for those of you new to firearms, those of you who've been doing it for a while will know this, you don't always have to buy a brand new. I bought this used, and with the way the market is right now, the value had gone up on my Ruger, and this had held its value, so it didn't cost me very much at all to trade into this and go up into something that fits me better. I also want to show you guys how this one breaks down. There's basically 3 systems as far as the polymer guns that I know of, that how you break them down. So a lot of them are like a Glock style, where instead of this takedown lever, you've got, it looks like a nub on each side, and you just strictly push, or you know, if you're not up, I'm doing it upside down, but you would take your fingers here, lock the slide back, and then you have to pull the trigger to push forward. This, part of the reason it's such a joy is, so you lock your slide back, but you've got this takedown lever, you rotate down. Once it's down, release your slide. This gun, you do not have to pull the trigger to release the slide, it just goes forward. Which I kind of like, because, you know, it's unloaded when you do this, but just for safety's sake, I don't like to have to pull the trigger if you don't have to. Also, the quality level of the slide assembly here. So first off, your guide rod and spring, these are both metal instead of like a polymer. A lot of people like to upgrade their guide rod. I've never had a big issue, but it's kind of nice to see the metal in here. And then you pull your barrel out, just like most of these style guns. H&K goes a little further. This is actually a hammer forged barrel, so higher quality metal in this. It's just overall built a little better, quite a lot better actually. So let's reassemble this. Put your guide rod in, put it back in, same basic assembly as what you're probably used to. Slide this back, lock the slide back up, sorry, upside down again for camera angle. Rotate this, release your slide, function check, and you are back ready to go. So again, I just wanted to show you this and some of the reasons why I changed to this setup over my initial. Even though I really liked that gun, you're gonna find that maybe you didn't make the #1 best decision for yourself the first time around, and that's not a problem. You can keep that one, or like me, if you decide to, you can trade it in and save yourself some money and get something you like a little better. So thanks guys, hope you like this. I'll see you back in just a bit. Okay guys, so hopefully you liked that little review of the gun. Overall, I'm extremely happy with the decision I made. But again, the point of this video is to help some people looking to purchase their new firearm for the first time. Some things to think about, and hopefully by showing it on camera rather than talking about it like I did before, it kind of hits home to let you guys maybe not make some of the choices that I made that I wish now I had done differently. So if you like this video, please share with your friends. Check out my other videos, like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And we'll see you on future videos. Thanks, guys.